Welcome to Everyday Linux User. In today's video, I want to talk about antivirus and Linux. A common question that I am asked and that I see in Facebook groups and on chat channels is, do I need antivirus software for Linux? And if so, which one should I use? Personally, I don't use antivirus for Linux, but there are some things you should be made aware of. Linux has a unique security model which presents problems for virus developers, and the main element of this is the requirement of you as a user to grant the virus permission in the first place. If you don't have antivirus software with Windows and you download an executable and run it, then the program will run and the virus can do its thing. If you download an application or shell script in Linux and try and run it, not only will you need to make it executable by changing the permissions, but for that application to do anything meaningful to your system, you will need to grant extra permissions, usually by entering your sudo password. There are many ways of keeping yourself safe when using Linux. 1. Only install software from the repositories for your distribution or via Flatpaks or snaps, and we will discuss app images a bit later on. 2. Make sure you are using a reputable Linux distribution. Yes, I am looking at you, Ubuntu, or whatever you want to call yourself this week. 3. Don't run commands that you see on forums or via YouTube videos without understanding their full ramifications. And 4. Be safety first. If you download, for instance, a PDF file or a JPEG image, and when you run it, it asks for your password, close it down and don't enter the password. A JPEG image should open in an image viewer without needing any extra permissions. Now, app images are fine as long as you download and install from reputable sources, but they aren't like Flatpaks or snaps. If you are using a Debian-based distro and install a native Debian package from the repositories, it will ask for your sudo password, and when you enter it, the software will be installed. As the software is coming from the distro repositories, the distro developers are basically saying this package should be safe, and so you have a level of comfort that it will be. If you install a Flatpak or Snap, it won't necessarily ask for a password because these packages run in containers and only have access to modify anything within the containers that they are running in. In addition, Flatpaks should be coming from FlatHub, and this is considered a trustworthy source. App images can be downloaded from anywhere, and they aren't self-contained. Your only level of security with an app image is the fact that you have to make it executable. Now, strictly speaking, the app image only has the same level of access as the user running it, but it can still do quite a bit of damage to personal files, and it could act as a keylogger. Firewall software would actually help in this situation. My recommendation is to use app images sparingly and only app images from reputable sources. So, antivirus for Linux. There are some antivirus providers for Linux, but for personal use, common sense is probably a better form of security. Much like your bank PIN, don't give it out to anyone willy-nilly. Use it sparingly. If it doesn't make sense to enter your password, then don't. And that is the end of the video. Feel free to leave a comment, hit the like button, and click subscribe for more content from Everyday Linux User.